Okay, so the first thing that I like to do is fill up the sink with warm water. Make sure it's not too hot or too cold, or else then it can like harm the hedgehog. And I always just test it with my wrist because it's like one of the most sensitive parts, so you can see how cold or hot the water is. Okay. You don't want to fill up the water too high, or else then it won't be comfortable for the hedgehog. And what I do next is I take the baby soap, if I can get it. I take the baby soap and put like a few pumps in there. And then just mix it up a bit. It's okay, Barry. Then I take the hedgehog, put her in, and I pour some water over top. I could probably put a little bit more water. And if the water gets cold, just add a little bit more warm water. And a good idea or a good thing to do is kind of let her, like she's trying to get away, but eventually she'll calm down. And as she sits in the water, she has a little bit of poop under her nails, but it will start to come off like the more you let her just sit. But a bath shouldn't take longer than like 10 minutes or 15 maybe, but it shouldn't really be such a long thing. It's okay. And so I also have a toothbrush that I use because hedgehogs also can get dry skin, which can be really irritating for them, like they can get dandruff. So what I like to do is I take a toothbrush, which I'll include as well, and I just softly brush her. At first she gets scared of it because it's like a foreign object and she's like, I don't know what this is, but if you just do it gently, she'll be okay. And in the long run, it helps her out because then she doesn't get the dry skin stuck all over her. It's okay. And when I'm brushing, I never brush her head. Like if I go here, she does not like that. And I never pour water over her face either because she doesn't like that either. She gets scared. Yeah, and when her quills are up like this, it means she's scared, but eventually they'll go down. And sometimes she does poop while I'm giving her a bath, so I have to drain the water, and then I just refill it again. I just use a tissue, like a toilet paper, just to scoop out the poop and just throw it in the garbage. Yeah, I find she does that, but yeah. She didn't do that all the time, just sometimes she'll poop when I'm giving her a bath. It's okay. Yeah, so I do that. And I pour the water over. Then I like to take my hands and hold her foot and try and like wipe away any of the dirt that's still under her nails. Because I find one time I tried to clip her nails, a few times actually, but she would squirm so much. And I was afraid that I would accidentally cut her like finger or foot. So what I do now is, as long as you give her a bath once a week or even more, you don't have to worry about clipping nails. As long as you get the poop that's underneath her, if you get it out, then she'll be okay. It's okay, Barry. It's okay. Yeah, sometimes she'll actually go all the way out. Here, I'll add more warm water. It's okay. Oh. It's okay, Barry. okay? And if you can see, her quills have gone down quite a bit compared to when we first started. Yeah, it's okay if she hisses, just ignore it. But yeah, just make sure that she's okay. So I like to pick her up. You can see there's still a bit, more poop under her nails. So I'll try and let her sit there, and I'll take a toothbrush and try to get under them, but oftentimes she just moves her hand out of the way so I can't get to it, but yeah, the longer you let her in there, the easier it'll be to get rid of like the poop that's stuck under her nails. Yeah, and after I'm done bathing her and using the toothbrush, I rinse out the entire sink and I spray it down with like a Lysol and wipe it out. And then this, I don't use any harsh chemicals with this because it can hurt her lungs. So I just use soap and water to clean it off, and then I dry it with like a paper towel. And then what I like to do is find like a good temperature that I can run her under to rinse off all the soap and stuff. So it's a bit hot. And I just pick her up from underneath and rinse her, trying not to get to her head though. It's okay. It's okay, Barry. Oh, and she pooped, but that's okay. If you can see, she pooped. Now I'm just putting her in the towel so she can dry off. I just use the top of the toothbrush so I don't accidentally touch the poop or anything. But now she's in the towel, drying off. And it's good to use a towel that's very absorbent to get her, but yeah. Yeah, so just dry her off. She might hiss a bit, but it's just because she's not like, yeah, she's just shy. But yeah. So that's how to give her a bath. Just make sure underneath, like if you look, her quills look alright, like they look pretty dry, but when you turn her over, make sure that her stomach is like, she curls up, so it's kind of hard, but try and make sure that her stomach also gets drier. Otherwise it can be a little bit uncomfortable. So. But yeah, that's how to give her a bath. And like how I said before, the poop, I just take my toilet paper and take it out, and then I spray all of this down with Lysol after, and I wash the toothbrush and then put it away. So then there's no leftover germs. And I also spray down the handle too, and anything around the sink with Lysol and clean it. So yeah.